Hello, this is Tanya from Love Goddess Tarot, and today I'm doing a love reading for you. This is a collective reading on what you need to know about your connection. So looking at the energies today around this connection you have with the person in your mind, there is a lot of illusion and confusion in the realm of the emotions. I always say with the Seven of Cups, it's about hopes and fears. So you may not be seeing clearly. There's a lot of illusion, and that usually is there because the situation is unclear and you're not able to really trust yourself or trust what's being shown to you in the 3D reality. So we want to have a look and see what's been happening. So this is the current energy around your connection. What you need to know is that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of conflict. The Five of Rods are always about strife, difficulties, delays, and you or your person in this connection are struggling. You may not be seeing eye to eye. You may be on different wavelengths and each going through your own difficult phase at the moment, but keep your chin up and don't give up. This phase will not last long. Usually around the festive season, this time of year, there are always more complications and more difficulties. This also shows up when Mercury is in retrograde, which just started. And so you have to be ultra careful of miscommunications and misunderstandings that can happen from the tiniest of things. So choose your battles wisely, and most of this has also got to do with an inner conflict that either you or your person are going through. So the energy around your connection is know and understand that you most probably are not in the same space at the moment. You're probably not on the same wavelength, and you're each going through different things and have a different perspective, and perhaps what's important to you is not as important, or perhaps your person does not necessarily understand it in the way that you do. For those of you who are wondering what is happening in your love life, this does also indicate that it is a period of delays in order for you to get clear around what you truly want, and you could be facing a bit of an inner battle regarding love. You may be surprised at sudden feelings that arise that need to be cleared. This is around your fears. So you might find that you have unfinished business in terms of feelings to do with a past relationship, and you could be reminiscing, and some inner battles are coming up around this, and this may be causing you to feel quite conflicted about your love life at this time. The good news is, of course, that there's always a higher power at hand, and your wisdom and learning and knowledge will get you through this period. Seek the higher path. Seek the path of spirit. Understand that everything is purely a lesson of learning. There are no mistakes. And inner struggles are just your GPS to show where you are not in alignment with yourself and with love. So this is calling on you to reach out to your spirit team, to your guides, and to those guardians that are watching over you, and to put your faith in the higher power at this time, because a lot of the time this is just a temporary kind of period you find yourself in. I also like the Three of the Pentacles at the top. For me, this is showing up that in the space of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, there will be a significant shift and things will become clearer. You may also at this time seek out the advice of those in your life that are trustworthy friends, perhaps a trustworthy confidant who's going to give you some very sound advice and wise knowledge. And this will help you as well to move through this rather difficult period for your connection. It is not saying to give up, and in due course, there's movement forward. I always love the Chariot because the Chariot brings in a balanced movement forward. And it's the balancing of your own inner energies, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, that will help you move forward, and so your life follows. So do not be concerned right now, no matter where your connection is at. If you still feel in your heart, you can feel that you have a bond with your person, no matter what's been showing up in the 3D reality, you just keep moving forward. Trust the flow and trust the path. There's a divine path that is linked to this connection of yours. There's also going to be, in the space of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, some form of travel to meet up with your person. They're either traveling to you or you traveling to them. This could also indicate that you and your person are at some sort of distance away from each other, and you may find that as things move, there's a connection with somebody from a foreign destination or in a foreign destination too. So remember that nothing stays the same. This too shall pass. There is a sense of what I feel here for your connection is to still hold your cards close to your chest for a little while. It's not about leaping straight in. It's about staying centered and grounded in yourself and your own truth. As things move forward for your relationship, notice what is happening, because it doesn't just fall into place and come together. You are still spending some sort of time in your own space and in your own energy. And when the Hermit comes up, there's always this need for some light to be shed on those things that are not clear for you. So despite your connection starting out with a lot of hopes and fears and emotional illusion, the Hermit and your inner wisdom and being in your own space will bring you the clarity you seek. So do not fear. You're going to get the answers that you seek about your connection. And also, sometimes what you perceive is not always the absolute ultimate truth, because there are many paths to the truth. Be careful that your mind doesn't, put you on the hamster wheel of trying to find an answer, and around in circles you go, and you just end up getting worked up. This is especially true if your connection is not matured yet, or you're in a no contact situation. Be really careful right now about not getting yourself in a tiz and self-sabotaging your connection. There is a sense that something has passed, and there's a sense that there has been some sort of ending. So with this connection, I feel as if there's been some sort of ending. Whether this is on a spiritual level or actual physical ending to this relationship, this is in the past and has already occurred. So you will not go back to this situation again, but you may still be feeling the after effects of this kind of defeat and ending. It really did hurt, and it took a lot out of you. And in a way, to me, this also represents that through this relationship, there's been an ending of thoughts to an old pattern to do with your relationships. The core issues are shifting, and this is really good news. It's not been easy for you. You've been through a dark tunnel with your own feelings and having to go to some really painful places in order to heal. And you must be proud of yourself for this. This is not easy at all. But 10s do signify endings, and this is an ending to a very difficult phase. So even if you've had with your connection the 5 of Wands, you've had difficulties, challenges and struggles and strife with each other, this ending is coming now, and you don't have to repeat this again. However, some of you are still holding on to this really painful past. This comes up from time to time, and you feel yourself feeling very alone. And I do again want to say that I feel, because we're heading into the festive season, this period, this time of year, for a lot of people brings up and haunts them. The past pain, the past regrets, the disappointments in their lives. And we have a tendency to go down a very slippery slope, and you can very quickly end up feeling defeated, because all you're looking at is what was spilt, what was lost, what is gone. It's understandable that there's been a loss, and there's a sense of being shrouded in grief. But this is also a shroud of spiritual awareness. This is also, the color black represents all the colors in one. It's a spiritual, very strong color. This can also be you having learned a lot, and you're not seeing that there's these opportunities still ahead for you to start again. So sometimes when we're too focused and shrouded in grief, we miss out, or we fail to see the opportunities that are still sort of in front of us. The stars coming in, and these all fell out together. So it's really beautiful to see what's coming up here. The stars coming in, look at the contrast. You've ended this period of mourning, of grief, and it really does seem as if there's been some really intense heartache and pain and loss that has come through with this connection. And it may not be the connection itself, but it could have just triggered a lot of your old stuff. However, blessings are coming in. We have the beautiful star. Look at that beautiful light of the divine really blessing your connection. And not only that, you're feeling emotionally much more stable and balanced. And this may just be a place that you get to and you've really earned it. And your intuition will be on an all-time high, and luck will be with you in this connection. So let the divine guide you. Sometimes it really is about that. It's about something that you can't do yourself. The divine will do for you. So Spirit's got your back. Trust it. And there you go. Here comes the beautiful Page of Cups with an offer. Something's going to be unfolding in the near future, and I feel it strongly, and you will feel it strongly, especially coming in with the star energy. You're going to feel really, really strongly when this offer arrives, and it's something really magnificent. So this connection is going to surprise and astound you, because your person's going to make an offer that you ain't going to really believe is even real, but it is. This is a heartfelt declaration, a heartfelt offer, and you're going to see clarity, especially after all the illusion where we started at, what we're currently sitting with. The future is bringing you this opportunity to reconnect, but on such a new level. So perhaps this time out has also been something that was needed. And you'll have the world at your feet. Everything's coming to you. Everything's coming full circle. You're going to feel on top of the world. This is really beautiful. It's bringing you new beginnings, much higher, much better, and literally everything coming into play. Everything is balancing out, and you're going to be in the center of it all, full circle. It comes around. There's so much excitement and so much good stuff coming in. And we end off with the Queen and the King of Pentacles. How beautiful. And this is you both on the same wavelength. This is you both equal partners, equal partnership, wanting the same things, living in your own world with your own things that you're doing in your own life, but also coming together so beautifully. And it's a beautiful, slow and steady and prosperous connection. So this will take you far, my lovelies. So I say this is a positive connection and a positive outcome to what started out as a very painful clearing of the past. So look out for things you have in common in this connection rather than the things that you differ on. It's your common traits and your common ideas and interests that get you onto the right path. And if you put ego aside and you put the hurts aside, you will soon see that both of you are really wanting the same thing. Both of you do want this relationship. Both of you are coming in with the same feelings of love for each other. And this is a positive connection that can really grow into something beautiful. So hang in there, my lovelies. Do not give up. Let's have a look and see what the cards say. Right. I'm just going to pick a few cards, just like so, and let's see what they have to say. Okay, so it's really important to expand. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. So make a bold move, become more bold. Boldness means not being afraid. So instead of standing in a space of hopes and fears and not really knowing which way to go, when you're bold and determined, life meets you halfway. There's also a sense of needing to honor the cycle and rhythms of your body and energy levels and emotions, because you are going through a time where your energy is being affected by the greater collective. And also, this could also for some of you indicate hormonal issues. But notice how your feelings ebb and flow because they're living, they don't stay stagnant. And so a bold move is what will get you to the place you want to go within this connection. This does not mean necessarily reaching out and forcing anything. It simply means that when guided to, trust your gut feeling and follow through on it. For some of you, there's an indicating that the answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. So for some of you, there's this holiday, as we said, with a Chariot, and this holiday will bring this reconnect, this meeting up with each other. And look how beautiful the romance card is. There's a lot more romance coming into your life, especially if you've asked for it in this connection. And as you can see, this beautiful energy around this connection shows that everything is okay. Everything's working out in a beautiful way, and you're holding each other and you're meant to be. You get that feeling of just meant to be. So, my lovelies, I hope you've enjoyed this reading today. And if you'd like to leave me a comment, I always appreciate them and I'll try and answer you. Please like and subscribe to my channel, as this supports me in order for me to make more videos for you. And I hope to see you again soon with the next video. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love and blessings.